Reuters, 8 September 2023, exports of fertilizers are slowed by China, which worries the Indian sector. An expert and an executive from an Indian company indicated that due to China's suspension of urea shipments after a sharp price increase, around 500,000 metric tons of the essential fertilizer are being held up at Chinese ports. China is the world's top producer of urea, a nitrogen-based fertilizer essential to agricultural growth that supplies around one-third of the world market. According to business statements this month, 2 state-owned urea plants in China would prioritize local supply. Additionally, according to Gavin Ju, the chief fertilizer analyst at CRU Group, port inspections on some chemical cargoes have been halted. China's National Development and Reform Commission, NDRC, did not answer immediately when contacted for comment. According to Ju, the Chinese port of Tianjin holds about 500,000 metric tons of urea that Indian Potash Limited (IPL) purchased, pending inspection and permission. An official in the fertilizer sector in India told Reuters that checks had caused an atypical delay in the loading procedure. According to an official, China's General Customs Administration could not provide an instant statement on the matter. Ju stated that India's Rashtriya Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited (RCF) would have trouble obtaining sizable acquisitions totaling more than 1 million tons in a recent tender. Requests for comment were not immediately answered by either Indian company. On September 1, urea futures on China's Zhengzhou Commodity Exchange hit a record high of 2,600 yuan, $353.84 a ton, following a spike in demand from India that prompted efforts to reduce exports. In a note posted on its website on September 2, Namp Holding Limited, one of China's leading exporters of fertilizers, stated that it would proactively reduce exports and make every effort to preserve domestic supply and price stability. According to a notice viewed by Reuters on September 4, the state-owned China National Offshore Oil Company, CNOOC, has also asked its subsidiaries to prioritize urea supplies to the domestic market ahead of the autumn sowing season. Contact from CNOOC was not immediately available for comment. Following the statements from the Chinese firms, China's urea futures have decreased by almost 4%. On the other hand, Indian firm officials, who wish to remain anonymous due to corporate policy, stated that the Chinese restrictions would increase India's global pricing and fertilizer spending. About 30 million metric tons are imported by India annually to support its extensive agriculture industry, with China ranking as its second-largest supplier in the previous year. An official in the Indian sector stated that supplies from Oman, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Russia might bridge the shortfall.